Welcome back, Masketeers. My name is Christina K. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited about this video. I've been watching a lot of extra videos. I'm sure you can relate during this time of quarantine, shelter at place, whatever you want to call it. And I stumbled upon this one from one of my new YouTube friends, One Little Spark of Life. Hi, what a great YouTube name. She's so sweet. She always leaves comments below. And she posts a Disney video every Wednesday, once a week. And this one, I could not pass up. It's like a Disney tag or a get to know me Disney style. So since I've had a lot of new YouTube friends here, I thought this is a perfect way for you to get to know me. I would love to know your answers as well. So if you do this video, please leave it in the comments below, and I'm gonna link to One Little Spark of Life's video too, because it was super fun. Okay. Are you ready? This is a great little thing to do with like your friends or family. If you're still, stuck at home, or maybe you could do this on like FaceTime, Zoom, whatever. This is a fun way to get to know someone a little bit better. I feel like you could learn a lot about someone based on their Disney answers. So here we go. What are you gonna learn about me? I'm gonna leave these questions down below too, so you can also play along. Number one is favorite Disney animal. Okay, this is tough because I would say most characters, a good majority of the Disney characters are animals, but I'm gonna have to go with Chip and Dale. They are so cute. They're twins. I'm a twin. They just they make me so happy every time I see them. So that's gonna be my answer for the first question, Chip and Dale. Also huge fan of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Shout out to that. I didn't want to do the same answer more than once. That's why I used Chip and Dale for favorite animal, but my all-time favorite Disney character is Goofy. Love of my life, Goofy. Enough said. No, can you really say enough about Goofy? You can't. As I look up on my shelf of like 50 Goofies. I love him. Number three is kind of a tricky one because it's how do you define it? Favorite Disney classic. To me, and what I'm going with here, is anything prior to The Little Mermaid in 1989. Those, in my eyes, are Disney classics. So this was a tough one. I thought it was gonna be Peter Pan, but I have to go with Cinderella. Just turned 70. One of my favorites. Gus Gus, one of my favorite. Like, he was close on that Disney animal list. Him and Percy were very close on that Disney animal list. But it's such a fun one. I used to watch that one all the time as a kid because it wasn't scary and didn't make me cry. And I am a baby and scaredy cat, so that's always good. Number four, favorite Disney hero. You gotta go with the guy who went from zero to hero, Hercules. Honey, you mean Huncules. Number five is favorite Disney heroine, and I tried to kind of steer clear of the princesses, and I was thinking, okay, you've got Mulan, but Pocahontas, man, there's just something about her. Like, she doesn't have to do much. She just kind of puts her hand up and like she just like solves world problems. We could use her right now. Number six, favorite Disney kiss. This kiss, there are some good ones, but this kiss makes me cry every time. Beauty and the Beast. I mean, the way the wind blows, the animation of that scene, that is like the dream right there. Her hair blows in the wind. That is quite the scene. Number seven is favorite Disney love song. This one was tough because there are a lot of good ones. I think most people would think I would say Beauty and the Beast, but it's actually A Whole New World. That whole sequence is just so wonderful. That will play at my wedding one day. I know I didn't want to have any repeats for answers, but how do I do this one and not pick Goofy? Favorite Disney original character. How do I not pick Goofy? I mean, you could pick Mickey because he's like the OG, but I gotta go Goofy with this one. Number nine, favorite Disney Pixar film. Did you see my Pixar ranking last week? I'm gonna link that up in the eye and down below. You're gonna have to watch that to get my answer. I think you may be able to figure out what it is, but just in case. Number 10 is favorite Disney prince. I had to struggle with this one because I do love me some Flynn Rider. I do love Prince Charming too, and I call my boyfriend that, but I gotta be real and keep it to my favorite since basically day one. Prince Eric. I mean, he's so like dreamy and he's just, it's Prince Eric. Number 11 was much easier. Favorite Disney princess, Belle. You guys, Belle. I think I'm Belle. Belle. Number 12 is favorite Disney quote, and I don't know if they meant like movies or Walt Disney quote. I'm probably thinking way too much into this. I went with just my favorite Disney quote in general, and that is a Walt Disney quote. Laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. That was totally my high school yearbook quote. Number 13, favorite Disney sequel. This was hard because I really do like Frozen 2, but I gotta go Toy Story 2. That movie, I love that movie so much. Al's Toy Barn, that whole sequence, oh, so good. This one is such a tough one. Number 14, favorite Disney sidekick. There are so many good ones, and I feel like a majority of my favorite Disney characters are sidekicks. How do you narrow this down? There are so many good ones, both in Pixar movies and non-Pixar movies, just like classic Disney. This was tough. A lot of my favorite characters are sidekicks. I was like, do I go Olaf or like Scuttle, Sebastian, Mushu's another great one. I have like a tie though. I don't know. This is like, I don't want to be like that person and do a tie. But I love Genie, and I also really love the enchanted objects. I mean, hello. So I have them. Is Max a sidekick? Because I do love Max. No, it's probably like more like Genie, enchanted object. I can't answer this one. This one's tough. Tell me in the comments down below what question is the toughest for you. We still got a few more to go. I'm gonna be struggling with that decision all day, I want you to know. Number 15, what is your favorite Disney song? This was an easy one for me. I love Belle. That opening just is like a game changer for movies. It's so theatrical and features like everybody in it. There's so many great moments. I mean, Belle is my girl, but I love the Gaston part. I got great memories attached to that song. I'm going Belle. They actually did this skit when I was in high school where they filmed me walking around the hall singing Belle. It was like only part acting. This one was an easy one for me too. Number 16, favorite Disney theme park attraction, Peter Pan's Flight. It's the first attraction I ever remember going on. It's basically an attraction I go on every trip unless it's closed for refurbishment. I just love that ride so much. I always have to get a fast pass for it. I know it's like a simple one, but there's just something about it. Honorable mention though to Spaceship Earth. That's my favorite in Epcot. I love that one too. Number 18 was a lot harder. Favorite Disney theme park show. Again, this is one of those things, let's get technical. What do you mean? Do you mean like show in the parks like a Beauty and the Beast, Finding Nemo the musical kind of a thing? Or do you mean like Illuminations, Happily Ever After? What do you mean? I'm gonna give you two answers. If we're talking about a show that you sit in the park, like it's continuous throughout the day, I probably have to go Mickey's PhilharMagic, although Beauty and the Beast obviously is my jam. But if we're talking about just overall in general, right now, Happily Ever After. I mean, that's a tough one. Number 19 is tough too. A favorite Disney villain. Ooh, Hades is hysterical. I have a soft spot for Gaston. Yes, he's a jerk, but he's a lovable jerk. I also love Captain Hook, but I think I have to go Ursula. That girl's sassy. There's just something about Ursula. My girl. When she changes to Vanessa though, I kind of hate her a little bit. So Ursula's my girl, so it made this one very tough. Number 20. Favorite villain song. I do love Poor Unfortunate Souls, but I think, oh, am I gonna go Gaston here? I'm putting way too much pressure on these. I take these very seriously, but I do love Gaston. Gaston was the best part of the live action. It was like the only good part of the live action movie. Number 21, least favorite Disney Pixar film. That's in my Pixar ranking, but it's an easy one, The Good Dinosaur. Number 22 can be a tricky one, and I'm very interested to see what you guys have to say about this. Least favorite Disney song. There's really only one that I dislike. When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2. I have to skip that every time it comes on. I don't like that part of the movie, I will say. It's just... I saw Kristen Chenoweth live a few years ago, and she sang it live, and it just wrecked me. Number 23, Disney movie that makes me cry. All of them. Just basically all of them. But I guess the one that I cry the most for is Up. Lilo and Stitch is a tearjerker too, but I think Up would be the big one. That's the oof. Number 24, Disney movie that makes you laugh. Again, can I say all of them? That's really tough. I mean, the Pixar movies, they're emotional, they're so funny. Aladdin, I feel like, is I think I might say Aladdin. I didn't think this was going to be so hard, but here we are. It's difficult. Number 25, overrated Disney movie, the live action Beauty and the Beast. It's my favorite movie, and then they went and did that. Number 26, oh, this one's rough. The saddest Disney death, Mufasa. Oof, gotta fast forward through that. 27, a Disney song that always gets stuck in my head. Well, aside from all of them, right now the big one would be Nothing Can Stop Us Now. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. If you've been on the attraction, you know. But if I have to go with one for the movies, I mean, probably Let It Go. I'm not complaining. I'm actually one who loves that song, and I love Idina Menzel, so I'm good with that. Maybe the people around me aren't good with that, but I don't mind it. I've been singing a lot of Princess and the Frog lately. It's annoying my family, I think. 28, the first movie I ever saw in theaters is actually the first Disney, non-Disney. It's the first one, period, and that is Aladdin. Good way to start. 29 is the saddest scene from your favorite movie. So I picked Beauty and the Beast, the I Love You scene. Woo! It is a great scene though, but gets me every time. I actually cuddled with this guy the last time I watched it. All the feels. And number 30, an underrated Disney film. Man, do I have a lot to say about that. I feel like some of those that I thought were underrated have gotten more love recently, like Pocahontas and a Goofy movie. But I think the most underrated one that you rarely hear people talk about is Meet the Robinsons. Talk about a clever film. When I worked at the Disney store when this film came out, there was very few products that came out. And then even after the fact, they were just like, there. They all went down to clearance because no one was buying it, because no one was seeing that movie. It's so good. It's a brilliant movie. You should check that one out. So those are my answers. I know I'm terrible at answering some of these. It was a lot of fun. Some of them stressed me out, but that's just the kind of person I am. I would love to know your answers down below. What was the easiest question for you to answer? What was the hardest question for you to answer? Again, thank you to One Little Spark of Life for doing this video. It was so much fun to watch hers, so much fun to do this. I hope you will do it, and if you do, please comment down below. I would love to watch your video. I'm gonna leave the questions down below, and I would love to know what kind of videos you want to see in the future. More collection videos on the way, more hauls, of course. We cannot not have hauls on my channel. We just can't. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe before you go if you haven't already. I am Christina K. Have a Disney day. I'm still thinking about my answers to some of these. Like, this is how serious I'm taking this. Or I have problems, either one.